to retire, how much XRP is required? I receive this question frequently, so today I'm going to summarize the thousands of hours of cryptocurrency research I've done over the last few years to give you guys an accurate estimate of how much XRP you'll actually need to retire and give up the 9-5 job you're probably doing right now. Furthermore, in order to make sure you receive the most XRP for every dollar you spend, we'll also go over a variety of various investing ideas that you can use. With these tactics, you may easily make millions of dollars with them, or only a few thousand depending on how attentively you listen and how well you put everything we discuss into practice. First and foremost, it is imperative to acknowledge the significance of narratives in the realm of investments. You've undoubtedly heard of companies like Tesla, Google, Amazon, and so on if you've been around the block. Additionally, these businesses are all involved in sectors of the economy that are rapidly growing every day. Moreover, these businesses constantly adjust and stay up to date with the industry to guarantee that they will profit from newly emerging and rapidly growing industries in the future. And for that reason alone, XRP in particular is expected to perform far better than the majority of other cryptocurrency initiatives. As you can see, the Ripple team that oversees the XRPL is branching out into several distinct businesses. As they work on the CBDC program, they are developing DeFi protocols, experimenting with stablecoins, and collaborating with the financial industry on international payments, all of which add up to a multi-trillion-dollar market. Additionally, the Ripple team is always prepared to incorporate new technologies like artificial intelligence, gamification, and many others into the goods and services that XRP offers on its ledger when the market changes and new ones are introduced. Tokenizing physical assets is, of course, the biggest industry out of all of these. And as you may have predicted, XRP is engaged in that as well. This is very important because it will relate to something I will discuss later in the movie. Now, though, I want to discuss some specific investment methods for estimating how much XRP you will require for retirement. There is, therefore, a general guideline and benchmarks that you should aim to meet when it comes to retirement. First things first, by the time a person is 35 years old, they should be saving 1 to 1.5 times their annual income. By the time they are 50 years old, they should be saving 3 to 6 times their annual income. Your retirement fund should then be 6 to 11 times your annual income by the time you are 60. Furthermore, I am aware that each person viewing this video will be in a different country and have quite different annual expenses. However, the first thing I want you all to do is check your monthly spending totals. Simply multiply that number by 12 once you've determined it. After you've done that, multiply that figure by 11 to get the total amount of money you should have saved by the time you turn 60. Now, don't worry if you're getting close to that age and you haven't reached that milestone yet. You guys will get there far more quickly with what I'm about to demonstrate than with what the typical individual might accomplish. I need to make about $1,386,000 each month for my 60-year retirement based on my own costs. Furthermore, despite the fact that this figure may appear extremely daunting at first glance, it's actually far simpler to reach than you may have previously believed. For me personally, I will not require this much money in retirement to live a happy or comfortable retirement in roughly 35 years. I'm going to do the opposite of what I just did to reach this amount in order to determine how much money I need to save and invest in XRP on a daily basis. Now that I've divided this by 35 years and then by 365 days a year, this is the result I obtain. I should be putting aside approximately $108 per day. I will state that my monthly expenses will probably be far more than those of the majority of your males. Watching this movie just because I have a large family to support, which naturally raises my expenses significantly. If you're around my age, most of you probably won't need to save much more than $30 a day to reach your goal because in actuality, I spend almost 3 times as much on monthly costs as the average person. And in the event that you've already paid your mortgage and a host of other monthly bills, if so, you're already much ahead of the pack. And that was before I even reached the finest part. It is very likely that the money we are investing now will be much more valuable later on. Nevertheless, I want to demonstrate the brilliance of today's video for you all now. I'm going to show you guys my dollar cost averaging calculator, which shows you exactly how much all of my investments will grow over this 35-year period with an annual return of 8% in order to fully explain my point. Check out this DCA calculator, which I'll leave below for you guys to use by entering your own figures to see what comes up. For the purposes of my computation, I will thus begin with an initial capital of 1 year's worth of dollars, or $108 every day on average. It comes to about $39,057 in total. Now, if we look at the monthly investment amount that I will be making every month, it is around $3,253 with a 35-year duration and an annual return percentage of 8%. I can make $39,000 with this. I'm going to start with a starting point of almost $8 million. And let me be quite clear. This is only if XRP manages to gain an average of 8% annually. Should XRP increase significantly, that is, by 10 to 20% annually. This figure will astound you beyond belief. Look into this. Using the same numbers I previously provided you, a 12% yearly return would make your investment over $20 million in 35 years. Additionally, you are converting this initial amount into hundreds of millions of dollars with an annual return of 20%. Now, if you do not possess the same monthly capital to invest as I do, don't worry. You can still reach these utterly ridiculous benchmarks, even if you have only half of what I am investing at this time, or perhaps just a quarter. Therefore, during the next 30 years, you will need to manage a very large portfolio if you believe that XRP can increase by 10 to 20% annually. Do not worry if you have less time to dedicate, even after gaining these kinds of achievements for 5 to 10 years. There's still room to grow this into a substantial sum. You may actually make $543,000 out of this in just 6 years and $1.36 million over a 10-year period. And I am aware that for many of you watching, that will be more than sufficient to retire. An approximate monthly investment of $3,000. Don't worry if you only have half of that. You're not short on time. Together we can complete this task and stop using XRP. In order to retire, how much XRP is required? In other words, it relies on your own circumstances and actual spending levels. I've given you all the resources you need to truly figure it out for yourself in this video. Thus, I'm hoping you guys can plug everything in and work things out. For it is said that if you teach a guy to fish, you will feed him for the rest of his life. I'm teaching all of you how to fish. Speaking of which, for those of you who have stuck with me to the very end, I have something really special to share. I've already stated that I've studied cryptocurrency for a very long time, and this has helped me to make a significant amount of money that has changed my life. And I'm letting you guys earn from copy swapping with me for the first time ever. I want to demonstrate to you all how much money I make on a daily basis, and how much you can too. These are a few instances of recent trades that we have really completed in the past day. Gains of 4.76%, 5.86%, 6.10%, and naturally 10.22% benefits. All of that occurred in a single day. And you can all view these trading statistics for yourself because they are all publicly accessible. You are under no need to believe what I say. We have shared the complete transparent trader performance with you guys on our Discord channel. As you can see, my account's 7-day PL shows that I made almost $3,451 in just 7 days. And because they've deposited more money than I have on hand to invest in these accounts, my copy traders are now making the same amount of money as me, if not more. And we are presently transforming the lives of a great number of people. With over 21 deals in the last 7 days alone, you can see that our win rate for the past 7 days is still 100%. Take my word for it, the profits are ridiculous. Please log into my Discord channel. You can talk to our innumerable members who are sharing their experiences and profiting much from this on a daily basis. Naturally, you can also speak with my staff who will provide you with all the details you need to sign up. However, it's pretty easy. To begin, just select the Join VIP button located in my Discord server sidebar. You adhere to the guidelines provided here or in the training video. Please click this link to